last year, you seem very confident. And then she's just talking and talking with those people, give her the mic, So I'm like, oh, who is this person? And then I met you again towards the end of last year in another event. Yeah, in December, I think it was your sister, and then you started to share a bit of your testimony. About the person. I don't want to share it. I don't want to share it. I want to go from her mouth. So the person that you had the 2 children for. You understand? So can you tell us a little bit about that, please?
Okay. So yes, I'm Gloria. I have 2 amazing boys, and I had them for a man who I thought I was in love with. I was with him from when I was 16. He was my older brother's friend. So, I did the whole line to my mum that we were not seeing each other. He's like my big brother. And then eventually he kept deceiving me. His mum was deceiving me also. And then he married another woman. And then, it was kind of hard for me. My mum was like, okay, if you're not with him, prove to me you're not with him, you have to go to the wedding. And I'm like, okay. So I attended the wedding and it was quite devastating.
Sorry. Can we get up? Can we all get up? Can you put it on?
Okay, sorry. And then I attended the wedding, really heartbreaking. And then, not long after he got married, I ended up giving birth to my first son. And that's when the drama began. Yes, and then not long after that, I left him and his parents came back. I was really young at the time. And his parents kept coming begging me in Yoruba that, you don't understand, you're young, you soon understand. He was also Yoruba and the woman was Igbo. And they kept saying, soon you'll understand what we're doing, but it's you that we want, can you please be patient? And at the time I was about 20 at this point. So I was like, okay, I'll listen. I was really close with his mom, more than I was with my mom. So I felt like she would never lie to me, she cares about me. But not knowing, now I understand that she only cared about her son, and obviously she cared more about his interest than mine. So eventually I got pregnant again with my second son, and then the mum just turned around and was like, I don't want anything to do with you. And I was like, but you begged me to stay with your son. And the dad turned around and called me names, and they were like, we want you to get rid of it because the wife was doing a lot for us, like she was spending all her money on them and stuff like that. And they were like, she can't find out right now, you need to get rid of it, now's not the time. And I was really scared. I said, okay, I'll go for the abortion. And then when I went, I just chickened out and couldn't do it. And they're here today and I'm very happy.
You mentioned to me that you were brainwashed by this man. So is that what you mean by being brainwashed?
Yes, I would say I was brainwashed because he made me feel like I wasn't worthy. Every day he would say things to me like, look at you, no one would ever love me like I love you, no man would ever want to be with something like.
So can she Spanish? Let's look at her. She said, look at you.
He said all sorts of things to me. He made me feel like, I was not worthy. I would say he defiled my temple. And it's only now that I understood that. I never understood why I was created. And he used to say things to me all the time, like, if you don't sleep with me, or if you're not with me, or if I don't love you, no one would ever want to touch something like you. You will never make it, you'll never prosper. And those words kind of stuck with me, and because of that, I just felt like I can't leave him, I just have to stay here. Married or not, I'm just going to be with him. And I think having my second child and how his family treated me was a wake-up call for me. And during my pregnancy is when I put my foot down.
You said you were kicked out of school during your exams. Why?
I went into labour early, and my university turned around and said, oh, because you've missed, so I think it was, my attendance dropped below 75%. So they said, because you dropped below 75%, you either have to repeat or we're going to kick you out. And I said, well, I shouldn't have to repeat, can I just do the exam in the summer? Unfortunately, they kicked me out, so You know, I didn't know what to do. I just had a new baby. I got chucked out of university. After basically finishing the course, they didn't want to give me my certificate, so I ended up going somewhere else. Should I continue? Yeah.
Gloria. I just want to go back to the story when you shared earlier. I think that was so powerful, by the way. When you mentioned about how the Lord kind of showed you, the guy's side and he brainwashed you. I think for me, when we think about healing, we see the other side. Then the Lord always holds a mirror up to our face to say, look at. Does that make sense? Look at yourself. What would you say you learned in that situation about yourself and the love of God for your life as well?
I learned that nothing in life that you go through will ever be wasted. And I also learned that I am made in His image, and I'm wonderful. I'm made for purpose. I have my children for purpose. And I don't know what exactly that purpose is just yet, but I'm on that journey right now. I'm loving every single moment of it. And I've learned that God is using me to touch other women who have been in my shoes, women who have maybe been too afraid to speak up to their family and say, do you know what, this is what I'm going through. I've learned that, I've just learned that I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect. I'm perfect in the eyes of the Lord, and that's all that matters. And I never want to be perfect in the eyes of man, because man will fail you, but God will never fail me. And that's what that matters to me, and that's what keeps me going.
So you said you were kicked out of school. Yeah, that was how many years ago?
2012.
2012, what are we now? 2016, so that's 4 years ago. So, what are you doing now?
I ended up with 2 degrees.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They kicked me out, and I would say that God said to me this year that I'm going to restore everything that was taken back to me. And I was like, really? So my pastor announced that we should fast, and I can't lie to you, I love food, so I don't fast, I just pretend. But this one time I said, I'm going to do it. And I fasted with them, and I was so weak because I'm not used to not eating. And then, literally, I got an email from the university that had kicked me out in 2012. I got this email this year saying to me, we want to give you your transcript, your certificate. You've got a degree, you've got a 2-1. After I've already paid £18,000 to finish at another university, but we thank God. So I'm also a politician. That's why I was a bit late today, sorry. I'm a politician, so by God's grace I'm running to become a councillor and an MP, so I'm doing that.
I can just say, if you've got questions, you've got notes, can you just write them down? You don't have to put your names or anything. You can be as transparent as possible, you can be discreet, whatever, but if you have questions, we'll have time for questions and answers after all the guests have spoken. Yeah, please. So when we spoke, there was something you kept on saying, and even with Lillian, you kept on saying, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. You kept on repeating it. Why?
Because I shouldn't be here today. And I'm so grateful for the gift of life. I'm grateful because like Lillian, her story actually really touched me. I felt like, are you telling my story? Because when you said that you committed suicide, I've done that twice. And I even did it last year. I really wanted to die, and it was so bad. My sister was actually in my house, and I was waiting for her to go, like, you're taking time out, I need to kill myself today. I had it out, and literally within 5 minutes of my sister leaving my house, I took an overdose, over 40 tablets. And I was rushed to hospital. When I got to hospital, they took my blood, they did everything, and I was in a lot of pain. My stomach was really hurting. The next morning, the doctors came and they said, we're really sorry, but we can't find anything in your blood. There's no sign of an overdose. And I'm like, I took an overdose. I'm about to die. Help me. They said, we can't pump your stomach. There's no sign of an overdose. Wow. And so I fell asleep, and I remember God saying to me, you tried, but I'm not letting this happen. And there was no sign of anything in my blood. And the type of medicine I took was actually supposed to make my kidney bleed. They said I wrote down all the tablets I took. They saw the bag of medicine, and they said, this is so strong that you would have died. And so I'm just grateful. I'm grateful. I've been through so much. If I was to continue, I wouldn't leave. So I'm really, really grateful for my life today.
Thank you. So my next guest is so